What's up, guys? Dave from BetSum. Going to go over my Week 4 NFL picks. I went 4-0 last week and off to an 8-0 start this season, which is pretty cool. Also had a deep sweat in the daily fantasy $4 100K on DraftKings, where I was first to win 5K until about 2 minutes left in the night, and I slipped all the way down to 18th in the matter of 2 minutes. So that was kind of tough, but overall a great week. I'm going to start off with the Bucs at home for my number one pick this week, +3 against the Broncos. The line would seem to make more sense if the Broncos were like -6. Public's all over Denver, and I believe Winston is going to play well versus this tough defense, and Simeon is going to have a tough game. As now there's been a few weeks for coaches to scout him and players like Dak Prescott, and I think that we're going to start to see those players have some tough games and watch the coaches try and exploit some weaknesses they found. I think the Bucs win due to that case this game and win outright, deal to Denver their first loss. I also like the Jags +2.5 at home versus the Colts. This line has been Jags +2 for the last 15 years since Peyton Manning and Andrew Luck. Somehow the Colts always manage to win by 1, and the Jags cover. Vegas knows what they're doing as usual here. The Jags cover this at home, and I actually think they win outright in a pretty high-scoring game. Cardinals -9 at home versus the Rams. I like them to bounce back after a tough away loss versus the Bills last week. Bills +4 were one of my bets last week due to them looking not so great in Arizona looking really, really good after a big week. And I went counter to how those teams looked. It worked out, and I think I'm going to do the same thing here. Cardinals coming off of a big loss. Rams looking a little bit better than they probably are. Dome team going to go into a tough stadium and play a really good defense, and I think Cardinals thump them. And I think that low total and large spread really shows that it's probably going to be like a 30-7 type game. I also like the Niners at home +3 versus the Cowboys. The Cowboys are 3-0 and they look good. And or did they lose last week? I can't remember if they're 2-1 or 3-0 right now. I think they're 3-0 and they look really good. And the Niners don't. And I think we're going to see the Niners return to that Week 1 38-0 against the Rams looking team with a really tough defense that's going to get to Dak Prescott. As I said before, I think they're going to start to exploit some of the weaknesses they found. The Niners have a pretty good defense. It's a little underrated right now, and I think that they're going to beat them pretty convincingly at home. I also like Baltimore -3.5 and Bears +3 if you want a little extra sweat. I'm probably not going to bet those games, so I won't include them in my picks, but there they are. Check out my Week 4 DFS picks as well. And if you like these videos, don't forget to click subscribe and comment below. And join us next week for some more NFL picks.